Hello, everybody. Welcome to me. I know you haven't heard my voice in a while, or seen me in even longer, probably. Um, but I thought, I've been MIA a little bit for the last few weeks, maybe even like a month. I think I put out a couple of videos since, but for the most part, been kind of MIA. So I just wanted to come on here and address that a little bit. And the first sort of obvious point is that, as many of you know, I somewhat now recently, not as recent. Oh, my mic just like escaped on a boom mic ahead on top of me, but it like slowly decided that it didn't want to. It might just start drooping here. Anyways, um, is that I've got a baby. I've got a beautiful little daughter, and and as any of you who are parents know, these take time, like a lot of time, and I have like I go this way, like little the little baby play thing. This is her high chair. That's the stroller we just washed. Changing station. There's more baby stuff. She, our daughter's name is Veronica. Call her Nika. Um, and she's fantastic. She's amazing. She, we're pretty blessed that she doesn't have a lot of the, we'll say, hardships. I don't want to say problems because I don't think that's genuine, but she doesn't have a lot of the hardships that a lot of other babies have. So we're really lucky that she like isn't colicky. She sleeps through the night. She's super social. She's super outgoing, very extroverted, smiley. We're really lucky to have her as a daughter. But they take time, a lot of attention. So, funnily enough, my daughter woke up while I was recording that last part, and then I literally couldn't finish what I was recording. So that's sort of a prime example of what I'm talking about in terms of being busy. It's a new day. Literally changed. It's yeah, literally the next day. So that probably gives an indication of why I've been busy. But on top of daughter, another factor is that the sequel to my book, The Veil, came out. So The Veil Volume 2 Fire came out about 2 weeks ago, which took, a pretty large amount of effort and energy to get completed. I now have all of the art that's inside of the book in front of me, and the sort of space has been transformed a little bit, which is pretty cool. Which is also cool for me because it actually happened while I was away, which is another thing that has made me busy. Is that this year I went to San Diego Comic Con, and some of you probably already know that I do that yearly, but the difference here is that I generally do it with my wife. Um, but I had to do it solo this year, which was kind of rough. Um, doing 5 12-hour days straight alone is not the easiest thing ever. Who would have thought? Um, but it was good. It was fun. We got some more books sold, some more art sold. So just sort of extending the reach out to the Cali region, which is nice. Um, as per usual, over the last few years, also Warhammer. You can probably see. Nope, nope. See these tables here, and this little tubey looking thing here. We've actually been able to make it so that we can. We have a table here now. So because all the things that I've already previously mentioned have made it so difficult to get out and do things and play games and stuff like that, we decided to set up a space. So like if people want to come over, this whole area here gets sort of emptied, and then we put a table there. We've got mat, terrain. I don't know, you probably won't be able to see it here. There's a little orange box there. This whole cubby is just filled with Warhammer terrain, so we can actually play. And I've been able to get some of my bros into it who've fallen just deep down the rabbit hole of Warhammer. So I've been getting some Warhammer games in, but only when they're like at my house, so that like my daughter can sit in her little chair or her little chair and she can like watch us and we can interact with her. It makes games longer, obviously, but it means I can actually do something, which leads into something else that has taken some of my time. Is that when this video comes out, only a few days later is a big charity event that I'm putting on. It's a 24 player 40K event. And the 24 players is actually a restriction of the space, not the players. We've had to turn people away. So it's, GT level size of participants, but we are limited based on the space. And we're raising money for the Humane Society. Excuse me. Oh, the Humane Society, as well as the food bank. So we're gearing up for that. The stores actually that we're playing at is actually closed for the weekend, so we kind of get the whole space to utilize. So we're gonna have like a little tent out front. You're gonna be able to donate the food. You're gonna be able to come and hang out. You're gonna be able to like watch. It's like a little tiny, GT event, a tournament event. It's gonna be like some of the people are bringing like food, and some people are coming to like hang out and things like that. So it's gonna be a fun time. But as with anything, it's got a lot of overhead. It's got a lot of stuff, and that's gonna be on this Saturday. So again, depending on when we watch the video, it might have already happened, but it's happening a few days from now. So it's on August 9th, 2025 is when it happens. And I'll probably make a video about just that event as well at some point afterwards. But so now back to what I generally post on this channel, Destiny. I have played the campaign, and I'm 200 something power level, but doing all the stuff that I just talked about has really cut into my time and ability to really put some time into it. So I'm still trying to sink my teeth into some of the new systems. If anyone's curious about my opinion, I thought the campaign was awesome, super cool, super fun. People complain about the Matter Spark, like the little arc ball. You had to deal with that significantly less than I thought you would. So even the small annoyance that I have with it during some of the sections, it just didn't seem so bad because we weren't doing it too often. And some of the mechanics that we'd use being the Matter Spark were actually kind of interesting and fun. So I was like, nah. Personally, it didn't bother me. The sort of reset, again, I'm still trying to sink my teeth into it and really understand how to grind it out, how to sort of min-max what I'm looking for, things like that. But on some level, I actually don't care if it's better or worse because it's different. We've been playing the same sort of way for like 10 years, and to keep my attention, it needs to be different. So for me, I'm just happy that it's different, and I'm happy that I'm doing, having to think again, which is interesting and fun. So I'm for it. I'm down for it. I haven't hit a wall of like annoyance or frustration yet. But again, I'm only power level 230 to 250 something. So maybe I haven't put enough, ball ache into it yet, but we'll see. That's my opinion so far. Very, very gracious and thankful to Bungie. They did give me a copy of Edge of Fate Deluxe, so I appreciate them doing that for me. But starting a couple days since I recorded this, the Battlefield 6 beta will be out, and I will definitely be... Cat jumped on my table. You're so cute. You're so cute. Okay. But the Battlefield 6 beta will be coming out. I'll definitely be playing that. I'll definitely be making at least one video on my experience with that. So that's likely what the next video is going to be. But I just wanted to come on here and just give a status update. I haven't disappeared. I'm not gone. I'm still making videos. I'm just having to weave that in with some of my other 10,000 projects. And although I'm currently on parental leave, I do go back to work in a couple weeks' time, which will probably pull back from some of the things that I'm doing that is sort of outside of this house, which funnily enough will probably mean that there's more time for gaming. San Diego is over. the charity event is over, the book is out. Like a lot of these things that I've been working towards that have been taking a lot of my time away from, say, gaming or YouTube or things like that, are either done or going to be stopped once I go back to work. So that's kind of why I was trying to push it all so that I could get it done before I won't be able to do it. So this Saturday is probably the last of the big things, and there's a couple weeks, and then I go back to work, and then things will probably start falling back into a normal rhythm, where there's at least one new video a week, sometimes more, probably mostly Destiny, but we'll go from there as everything is starting to settle, and then probably say come September we'll be back into a normal rhythm, or late August once all of my other projects have kind of settled. With that said, a link to donate to the charity event is going to be in the description below. A link to my book will be in the description below, and that's probably it. And I will see you guys next week with with likely the Battlefield video and probably a video on the charity event itself, and hopefully we'll have a raid attempt at that point, and we can throw out another Destiny video. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking it out. Thank you guys for sticking around with me for this whole time. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Later, dudes.